Hello. If you've stumbled on this video in the algorithm, it is not a mistake. It is not a coincidence. So stick around because in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to demonstrate what it feels like when your consciousness, when your awareness expands into more of the universe. I'm going to do this right now. So right now, you might be living in Toronto, you might be living in Montreal, you might be living in New York, in Fort Lauderdale, in LA, in San Francisco, in Dubai, in Madrid, wherever you are in the world, that's where you live. And you tell yourself every day, this is my home. And when it comes time to traveling, it somewhat feels like a big deal. Maybe it doesn't if you're constantly traveling for work, but it feels like you're leaving your home and you're going to another place, yes? Which is true. That's true. So no one's negating that. But let me just kind of shift your mindset a little bit. You work at a job, you live in the city that you're in, and so you've naturally identified with that, and you see that as your home. What if I told you that the entire planet, this entire world is your home, not just your city? This entire planet loves you, and it thanks you for being here right now. And in the truest sense, there are no borders. We're all equals. We all spring from the same source, if you will. And this planet is housing you, and it wants you to enjoy it as your home. Feel into that for a second. Your city isn't your home. The entire planet is your home. Feel into that. Do you feel your mind stretching a little bit? Can you feel the freedom in that a little more? I know you can feel that. I know you can feel it. It's like when people bake bread, it starts to boop, puff up, boop, right? So this entire planet is your home. So when you think about that, doesn't your current life feel very small all of a sudden? Your city is like a little almond. It's a little slice of whatever. It's tiny. It's tiny. It's small. That's because before you saw it as a big deal where you lived. But that was only in accordance to your level of consciousness before we did this exercise. Now you understand that you've been lied to. Now you understand, by lied to, I mean you've bought into a lie that you're free in your city and that it's your home. No, you were not free. True freedom is understanding that this entire planet, and I can take it up a notch to the entire universe, but this entire planet is your home. Now, because you see your life differently, now because you see the city that you live in and your job as a tiny little thing, now you've automatically mastered that reality. You've mastered it because you see it for what it is. Before you put it on a pedestal, oh my God, this is my home. So your mind was still small. You still had a narrow bandwidth or a narrow focus. Now that you've moved beyond that, now that you've expanded your mind, you can see how small you were thinking. Yeah? What does that mean? How does that serve you? Well, it serves you in every way possible. Anything that you graduate from in this life, whenever you shift into a new, broader perspective, the previous reality that is now small will serve you because you're no longer attached to it. Anything you're not attached to anymore serves you because it wants to learn from you. Anything you transcend, anything you graduate from will be your employee. It will serve you. Because you're not caught up in the small details of like, yeah, I live here and I do this for a living. No, you're thinking bigger now. You're thinking global now. You're thinking internationally now. And again, if you want to take it up a notch, the entire universe is your home. When you get to that level, this entire world will serve you. You will not have a shortage of anything, because life meets you at the level of consciousness that you're at. The higher your consciousness, the broader your mind. And so because the universe wants to keep this game interesting for you, and you're no longer interested in what you used to have, you understand how small it is, the universe is going to keep sending you more and more and more to keep the game interesting. So I hope that helps you. It's all about your awareness. Reality follows awareness. Reality conforms to awareness. It doesn't have a choice, because you're not interested in a game that you've already beat. You're not interested. You can easily go back to level 2 and beat it if you've beat it 1,000 times. It's not interesting. You know every little cheat code. So that's how this reality works. When you beat a level, everyone in that level wants to learn from you. They want to know how you did it. That applies to reality as well. And reality is relative. And it's all based on your level of consciousness. So think big. Don't limit yourself. And your reality will have no choice but to conform to your state of consciousness. I love you.